This morning at 11:30, police got a call about a woman escaping after being held hostage in her home near the Loop 303 in Cactus since 3 this morning.
Female approached him and asked him to the police. She stated he and her baby were being held hostage by her boyfriend. She appeared to have bruising on her arms.
After that call, our Sweet James chopper flew over that scene as SWAT teams surrounded the home. We saw an armored vehicle positioned in the front of the home with a garage door ripped down. Another armored truck approached the home from the back and the side. Officers were in neighboring backyards with their guns drawn, and a police robot was seen driving down the sidewalk outside that home. We know at some point officers were able to break into that home and rescue that 6-month-old baby who had been shot multiple times in its lower extremities. Then hours after that, rescue crews, after they were able to pull the baby out, our crews on the ground started to see smoke and then eventually flames coming from that home. From the air, we were able to get a view of that destruction as fire crews tried to battle that fire. Tonight, we still don't know what exactly happened to that suspect who was barricaded inside that home. We still certainly have a lot of questions tonight. We want to start our team coverage right now with our Nicole Grigg. Nicole.
Yeah, Javier, a lot of questions, including about this child, the mother, and the father. Police will not give us any more details about this baby. We do not know if it is a boy or a girl. We do not know what hospital this child was taken to. I do want to give you from our vantage point what we are seeing just over this block wall here. You can see there's like an officer right now on top of like an RV right next to where that home is. So we have been waiting for the fire department to clear the flames and anything dangerous there so the police can go in and figure out exactly what happened inside. Now, we do know that this was a barricade situation. It's still unclear what led to this fire. They don't know if the fire started because of the suspect. I did try to ask police if this could have happened because of their response, because of any of the tools that they used, whether it was a flashbang or anything else that could have ignited with their response. They said that that's just way too early to even begin to speculate or answer that question. And the big question is, where is the suspect? Well, they need those fire crews to clear the scene so they can get inside. I was able to ask police, though, if there's any chance that this suspect was able to get past the perimeter. They said that they would have to investigate that. However, they did say that they believe that the suspect is contained to that house. So again, now we're waiting for firefighters to clear that scene so police can arrive. And again, just a very active scene. We have command vehicles. We still have ambulances here, fire trucks. It's a very hot day, so we know that all the law enforcement and emergency responders are taking their time to figure out, because as they told me, there's a child's life on the line. Reporting live in Surprise, Nicole Grigg, ABC15 Arizona.
Thank you, Nicole. And as police mentioned, that child is clinging for life at this point. We want to bring in our Ashley Holden. She's been on the ground. You've talked to neighbors. You even talked with the landscape company whose workers were approached by that woman when she managed to escape.
And we have been out here for hours now at this point. I want to show you what we are seeing here. You can see Nicole might have talked about this, but you can see this man here. It looks like he's on top of some kind of armored truck, or that is at least right next to the home, and you can see what's left of this roof. I do want to walk you through a little bit what I heard from that construction company. You know, we've talked all morning about this woman who ran out of this home, was able to escape, and was able to make contact with construction workers. Well, I was able to talk with that construction company. They told me that they were actually doing work near the home. One of their employees was actually knocking on doors to make sure no one was home, and that is when that woman ended up coming out shortly later and asked for help, was very scared is what she has been described to me as how she was acting. She was very concerned about her baby, and that construction worker told the company that he wanted to jump in and do what was right and be a good Samaritan. We're going to be out here live. I do want to tell you, we did ask about that baby, if we could get any information on the gender or anything else or where they were taken, and we don't have that information right now, but we'll continue to follow it. We'll send it back inside to you.
Thank you, Ashley. And as she mentioned, we'll continue to ask more questions about you. We'll try to get more information as well. As soon as we get that information, we will, of course, update you right here.